Imagine opening a government file that was never supposed to become one of the most talked about investigations in the world, only to realize it raises more questions than it answers. Powerful names, missing details, unanswered questions. And even after years of investigations, some of the biggest mysteries surrounding the Jeffrey Epstein case. Little Black Book. The infamous Little Black Book is one of the most misunderstood pieces of evidence in the entire investigation. Inside were hundreds of names, phone numbers, email addresses, and personal contacts belonging to wealthy business figures, politicians, celebrities, lawyers, scientists, and socialites. The moment it became public, people rushed to treat every name as proof of wrongdoing. But investigators have repeatedly explained that simply appearing in the book does not prove criminal involvement. Some contacts were professional, others social, and many have never been accused of any crime. Even so, one question remains impossible to ignore. How did one man build a network that reached so many of the world's most influential people? And that mystery only grows deeper from here. Missing surveillance footage. If there was one thing investigators hoped would provide clear answers, it was surveillance footage. Epstein's properties reportedly used security cameras in multiple locations, leading many to believe investigators would have a complete visual record of what happened inside. Instead, questions about what footage existed, what was collected, and what may never have been preserved have fueled years of debate. Online rumors often claim hidden recordings exist, but many of those stories have never been supported by verified evidence. The lack of complete answers has allowed speculation to spread, making this one of the most discussed parts of the entire case. But what investigators discovered next raised even more questions. The island operations. Few places have become as infamous as Epstein's private island. To many people, it symbolizes the secrecy surrounding the entire investigation. Witness testimony, employee accounts, court documents, and official investigations have revealed important details about what happened there. Yet many questions remain unanswered. Who visited? Why were they there? What did they actually witness? Flight records and legal documents provide pieces of the timeline, but they rarely tell the whole story. That gap between documented facts and public curiosity has kept the island at the center of discussion for years. Flight logs. Few documents have spread across the internet faster than Epstein's private flight logs. Every time another page appeared online, people searched for familiar names, assuming the records would expose everything. But the reality is far more complicated. Legal experts and investigators continue to stress that appearing on a flight manifest does not automatically prove criminal activity or knowledge of crimes. Some passengers traveled for business, some socially, and others dispute the accuracy of certain records altogether. Understanding that difference is essential because confusing documented travel with proven wrongdoing has created countless misleading claims online. Financial network. One of the biggest unanswered questions has always been the source of Epstein's extraordinary wealth. Luxury mansions, private jets, expensive artwork, and an international lifestyle required enormous financial resources. Investigators examined banking records, investments, and business relationships to understand how his fortune was built. While many financial connections became public, some relationships remain difficult to fully explain decades later. Following the money often reveals hidden networks that people never expected to see. And in this investigation, every financial trail seemed to lead to even more unanswered questions. Sealed court documents. For years, thousands of pages connected to civil lawsuits remained hidden from public view. When courts finally began releasing more documents, many expected explosive revelations that would answer every question. Instead, the files painted a much more complicated picture. They included witness testimony, legal arguments, depositions, and allegations that required careful interpretation. Allegations alone are not evidence of guilt, but together they helped investigators understand how the broader investigation unfolded. Rather than closing the case, each new document seemed to create another mystery waiting to be solved. The network of associates. One of the hardest challenges for investigators was understanding the people surrounding Epstein. His social circle crossed industries, countries, and decades. Some associates cooperated with investigators. Others denied wrongdoing. A few later faced legal scrutiny themselves. Determining who knew what, when they knew it, and whether they played any role became one of the investigation's most difficult tasks. Human relationships are rarely straightforward, especially among wealthy and influential circles. Separating documented facts from assumptions became just as important as uncovering new evidence. The victims' testimonies. Behind every headline, leaked document, and courtroom battle are the voices that change this case forever. Survivors came forward despite enormous personal risk, describing experiences that investigators later examined through interviews, evidence, and legal proceedings. Their testimony shifted public attention away from speculation and toward the people directly affected. While the internet often focuses on famous names, the investigation itself moved forward because victims chose to speak. Their courage remains the foundation of everything that followed. The unanswered questions. Even after criminal investigations, civil lawsuits, media investigations, and thousands of released documents, not every question has a clear answer. Some conversations were never recorded. Some evidence may never exist. Some events can no longer be reconstructed with certainty. Those gaps continue fueling debate across the internet, where speculation often spreads faster than verified facts. Understanding the difference between evidence and rumor has become just as important as understanding the case itself. The legacy. The Epstein investigation became far more than the story of one individual. It forced difficult conversations about power, influence, accountability, investigative journalism, and the limits of the justice system. Years later, people continue searching through documents, hoping to find the missing piece that explains everything. But perhaps the most unsettling truth is that some mysteries may never be completely solved. If you enjoyed this documentary, leave a like. It really helps us bring more stories like this to the channel. And if dark mysteries, hidden secrets, and real investigations fascinate you, consider subscribing to Dark Uncovered so you don't miss what's coming next.